Today I'm going to show you how to make 5 different appetizers for a party. These are all simple appetizers, all using the Gourmet Cupboard mixes, and they can all be prepared ahead of time so that it's not so crazy the day of your party. The first thing that we're going to do is make chocolate chip cookies. You mix 2 eggs, teaspoon and a half of vanilla, cup of shortening. And by the way, if you have not had these before, they are the best chocolate chip cookies ever. We're going to mix these up. Okay, now that these ingredients are mixed in, we're going to add your dry ingredients. You're going to mix that together really well. And lastly, you're going to pour in your chocolate chips, mix those in, and then your dough is prepared. And now that the dough is prepared, we're going to roll the dough into like golf ball sized balls and place them on a greased cookie sheet. And you're going to mash the dough down slightly. This just helps them flatten a little bit as they cook, so they won't be a big bulky cookie. And then you're going to bake at 350 for 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes is up. They look delicious and they smell divine. Now on to our second sweet appetizer. It is a very popular one called Chocolate Caramel Surprise. It comes 2 bags to the package. You first mix the contents of the large bag into a mixing bowl. And you add a 1/3 cup of milk and 1/2 cup of buttered flavor shortening. And we're going to mix this up really well. As you can see, this dough is very thick, very sticky. That's okay, that is how it is designed to be. You're going to take half of this dough, you can just kind of eyeball it, and you are going to take a 9x11 pan and you're going to press the dough. This pan is greased, by the way. You're going to press the dough into the bottom of the pan until it covers all the little holes. Can't see any of the bottom of the pan left. You can see some of the little pecans that are coming through there on the crust. Okay, we're going to bake this at 350 for, let's see, how long did it say? For 10 minutes. Okay, after 10 minutes, you're going to take it out of the oven, and you are going to take the ingredients that are layered in this bag. You have caramel bits, chocolate chips, and pecans, and you're going to try to, as evenly as possible, sprinkle this over the top. You can already see why this is a favorite to many. Then you're going to take the remaining batter from earlier and you're going to kind of crumble it all over the top. You can crumple it like crumbs, or you can kind of flatten it out like this and set it on top, whichever one you want. I've tried it both ways and it's delicious. Either way. Now that it's pretty much covered, we're going to put it back in the oven, same temperature, 350, for 20 minutes. And I can smell chocolate caramel surprise. Ooh, it looks delicious. This is great served warm as a dessert, or when it cools, you can cut it into squares and serve it as small little appetizers. Now we're on to a sweet fruit dip. I'm going to use a caramel apple dip mix, and we are going to use a recipe from our Gourmet Cupboard recipe book. This recipe was donated by Roberta Whalen. You take a block of cream cheese, 8-ounce cream cheese, and I just microwaved it just to get it a little soft. Pour in your caramel apple dip mix. Mix in 1/4 cup of marshmallow cream. And then you're going to add in 3 tablespoons of cinnamon chips. And then you're going to mix that up. And now you have an amazing tasting fruit dip. The next appetizer we're going to make are pinwheels. We're going to use our Hawaiian cheese ball spread to make the pinwheels. First of all, you take 16 ounces of softened cream cheese. You mix in the package of the Hawaiian cheese ball mix, which is, by the way, one of our most popular dips. And you take 8 ounces of crushed pineapple that has been drained, and you stir. Okay, now if you were just using the Hawaiian cheese ball as a cheese ball, you would take this mixture, roll it into a ball, and refrigerate overnight. But instead, we're going to take a little bit of this, put it on a tortilla, spread out the mixture. You can put it as thick or as thin as you'd like. Just make sure the mixture goes all the way to the edge. And then you just roll up. Put a toothpick in them, and then you'll want to put them in a covered dish overnight, and in the morning we'll slice the tortillas and they'll make little pinwheels. Now we're going to make delicious vegetable bars. You first take 2 cans of croissant dough. You're going to roll the dough out onto a greased cookie sheet, and you're going to piece the dough together. You might have to break some of the croissants up out of this package like a puzzle piece and make sure that all the pieces fit together and there's no holes in the bottom of your cookie sheet. Croissants are covering the bottom of the pan and there's no holes showing. We're going to bake at 325 until golden brown. The croissant crust is now golden brown, and we are going to put a layer of sour cream and cream cheese. It's 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese that are softened, and you're going to mix in a cup of sour cream. And then this recipe is actually in the recipe book. It's on page 36 and it's called Delicious Veggie Bars. The recipe does ask for 3 tablespoons of cucumber dip mix or 3 tablespoons of dill dip mix. We're going to use ranch dip mix. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of this because the ranch dip mix is very powerful. Okay, now that this is all mixed up, we're going to take this mixture and we are going to spread it on top of the crust. Okay, now since this is all spread, after you do that, you're going to take a mixture of vegetables. You can use any of these vegetables or other types of vegetables that you like, and you're going to sprinkle them evenly all over the crust. And then you're going to cut these into bars, and you have a wonderful, delicious appetizer. Now that all the vegetables are on top, we're going to slightly press down so that they'll all stick to the crust. And now they're ready to slice.